Hello, in the next episode. In today's video I'm going to repair Nintendo Switch OLED, which came in from United States, from Texas. My customer, has got good soldering skills, and he soldered already, the mod chip in order to make a backup, but something went wrong. And now, Nintendo Switch doesn't turn on, there's blank screen, nothing whatsoever. So he asked me to have a look at it and fix it, if it's possible. Alright, so let's fix it. Alright, so this is our parcel, I've already opened it. Alright, so my customer has paid $27.15, quite expensive, anyway. We've got our Nintendo Switch, and we've got also some screws and micro USB port to program, the chip. So the chip, what he said, the chip is the programmable one. So maybe this is the reason why, it doesn't work, because it doesn't have, the latest software on it. I don't know. Alright, so we have no screws, all screws are in this bag. Let's disassemble it. He saved me some time. Alright, so I can see that this tape is disconnected. So now we should be able, without this tape, we should be able to boot this switch up into, the original firmware. So when I press the power button, oh, we got red light on the back. Weird. And nothing on the screen. It shouldn't be like this. Red light on the back means that there's a problem with the NAND memory. So let's try one more time. Now it's dead. It's bricked. So this is not good. This is not a good sign. All right, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going just to disconnect the battery, and I'm going to connect this tape. Alright, so let's plug the battery. And let's check now. We've got... This is a good sign actually. This is our LED diagnostics diagram. And as you can see, we've got red light, which means the problem with the NAND memory. Alright, this pattern looks like this one. It's training glitches. It's attempting to glitch 50 times. Can take up to 15 minutes. We still got, the problem. Normally it takes about 3 up to 5 minutes, and we should see, the picture on the screen. Depends on the, the chip model. One type of chips, they've got, the first picture on the screen, there is a no SD, but you've got the rocket at the bottom, and you can just play with this game. But this is like the message to put, the SD card in. But the second one is the one with the Hecate on the main screen, and it's asking you also to put the SD card in. So we don't know which version is it. I suspect that this is the second one with the Hecate. So this is the NS version, but I'm not sure. You know what I can do? What I'm going to do is just going to put, our meter into the DC mode. And let's put the black probe on the ground and red probe on these points. So we've got D point. Let's put the probe on the point A, and we've got 1.8. It should be 1.8, so it's good. The point C, we've got also 1.8. And we should have 3.3, and we've got it. And point B, which is here, we've got also 1.8. Something is no good. Something is no good. Alright, so I'm not going to wait. I just need to disassemble it completely and check everything if everything is good. Because what I suspect, that error code, the red one, that there is some problems, with the NAND memory actually. Because, normally when we disconnect this tape, we should be able to boot into the original firmware without any problems. But in this case, we can't. So maybe, what I should do first, before I disassemble this console, maybe I should desolder this tape and disconnect this tape. And then the chip won't have the connection with the motherboard at all. Maybe we will be able to start, the original firmware. Because, we need to boot it first in the original firmware. But I suspect that something is wrong with the NAND memory. Alright, so let's desolder this first and see if something changed. So I'm going to disconnect the battery first, and we need to desolder those points. So this is done. Oh, this is not important. Yeah. Alright. So now there is no connection at all. And from this point, we should be able to power this on and to boot it up into the original firmware. I've just pressed the power button. Let's plug the charger. So it's taking 0.48 amps. So it's charging the battery at the moment. There's no reaction, nothing, it's dead. It's dead. So something went wrong, and this is not the chip issue. Alright, so let's disassemble this console. I'm just going to remove this shield. I'm going to also remove this shield. Just need to desolder point B. Okay. Alright, let's have a look under the microscope. My customer has got, I can see, has got good soldering skills, but I know what he's done wrong. What he's done wrong. We need to figure out. So, black probe on the ground, and let's check this. So this is correct. This value is correct. We got about 16 ohms, and between 11 up to 20, it's okay. Here, this is the ground. It's okay. This is the ground, and we should see the same. So this tape is connected properly. Right, so this part is okay. So what can we see more? Here we've got another tape. Let's check the connection. Okay, so black probe. Let's go on into the diode mode on the multimeter, and black probe on the ground. Let's put the red probe on the D point, and this is the correct. This is correct. Absolutely fine. The C point is our point from the NAND memory, and this is absolutely fine. But you know what? This point doesn't look it's soldered properly. we've got the value 0.5, and this is also correct, but I don't think it's soldered, let's see, properly. Right, so this is soldered properly. I don't need to check it because I could see 3.3 volts on the chip actually, and without that 3.3 volts we couldn't see any LED lights whatsoever. So only thing which is, you know, not which is suspected, it looks that this is that point. This is very important point actually. So let's check the NAND memory. Yeah, but you know, anyway, you should be able to boot into original firmware, even if that point wasn't soldered properly, because we've disconnected, you know, the chip completely from the switch and the motherboard. All right, then what about this tape? Is it soldered properly? I'm not sure about this. Good 0.7, you know, the value is good. The readings is good. I'll try to take this out, but I'm not sure if my customer did it permanently or no. Because it looks like it's the permanent job. And I think he did it too deep, and he broke the connection between the AT0. There is no connection to the motherboard actually, so it needs more. And I'm going to put more flux here. That point was soldered permanently. You can see this, you see? So that ball probably it doesn't exist anymore. What I can do, I can try to reflow that chip one more time and check this later, but you know, I think without reballing this chip we won't make it work. I don't think so. We won't make it work without the reballing. A little bit more. Wow, it's too much probably. But like I said, we need to probably reball it. Anyway. Right, and just the power. So I've just connected, you know, the OLED screen, and I'm going just to connect the power. And you know, I should connect also the power button, but I'm going to just plug the charger and we will see if it's, we should see something on the screen if everything is good. Let's make sure if, you know, nothing is shorted. All right, this is the moment of truth. And no, you can't really see. See, There's nothing on the screen. So there's no connection to the NAND memory. Like I said, that point, my customer probably, you know, put that NAND adapter too deep, and you know, he damaged the solder bore actually. And there is no connection to the NAND memory at all. So we need to desolder this, reball it, and put it back together, and we will see. Alright, so let's do this! Alright, so I didn't connect the power buttons again. I'm going to plug the charger and see if we can see the charging sign or the Nintendo logo on the screen. And no. Weird, very weird. You know, this is getting hot. Let's measure, you know, there's some voltages. So we have no 3.3 volts at all. Something is getting really hot here. I just got boiled. Let me disconnect this. As you can see, even now, this point is really, really hot. Yes, it's that little IC here. Yeah, this one is getting hot. Just need to see this chip. What's that chip is for? $7780. Let's remove that tape. You know, it wasn't like this before. Alright, so let's inspect this board. What I've done wrong, because you know, this problem, I haven't noticed this problem before. Alright, so this is our power management IC. Let's check if we got a short somewhere here. Right, so let's position it like in Nintendo Switch normal. So red probe on the ground. And let's measure some caps. So this is our main line. So if this cap is beeping, that means the main APU is no good. And this line is shorted. So I'm assuming this line is the line 3.3 volts. This is our P13 USB IC. And let's check if we got short here. And yes, we've got short. This is the same line, so you know it's not the point removing all chips. So what I'm going to do, I'm going just to plug again the power cable, the charging cable, and the battery, and we will focus, you know, on the one particular chip. So we've got 75 degrees, 81. Let's check if we've got other issues. This area is a little bit around that because, you know, of the battery charging IC. But this is normal, yeah? And this chip, 86 right now. You know, nothing, I can't see anything shorted together. All cables, all wires, jumper wires, they don't touch, you know, anything important. But we've got short here. We need to replace that chip. But I haven't got that chip at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to order this chip from AliExpress. Because I can't find this chip anywhere. Okay, so now we've got completely different problem than there was before. Before we had 3.3 volts and I couldn't see anything wrong except, you know, the connection between NAND memory and the motherboard, because, you know, normally the OLED chip, the mod chip, should detect the, you know, NAND memory. Even if I disconnected all ribbon tapes, you know, and I wanted to power this on in the original firmware, I couldn't. It was just the blank screen. So I've reballed the NAND memory, and now we've got this problem. So the problem now is the one of the IC, which I haven't got at the moment. So alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to order this chip from China, and I will make another video, second part. Alright, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and see you next time!